Hello, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me for your March monthly reading. I am Tamra LaRese, and I am using the Spiritual Tarot deck to do your reading. We're going to cover the overall energy for the month of March. And I don't know about you guys, but I am already feeling the shifts. This month is bonkers. It's off the hook. You know, if you're paying attention to astrology, you know that March and April are extremely pivotal months for the year of 2025. So we're going to be having an eclipse, a lunar eclipse coming up here in March, but then we'll have a solar eclipse in your sign also. So yeah, so this is definitely going to be affecting you. So let's find out what Spirit has to say for you. I love to tap into your higher self to find out what is available for you during all of these shifts and energy changes. What can your higher self and you co-create based on current energies? The first card I pulled is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords. This is definitely an energy of winning at all costs. Okay, so that's where we're going to start the reading. And this is energy that you're coming from. So you could have felt this within the last 6 weeks where you're just absolutely determined to achieve something that's not unheard of for you, Aries, but you may have felt an ignition for something different or something that you've been desiring that hadn't manifested quite yet. And now you're like, all systems go, especially since Mars finally went direct, right? So that had to have been really frustrating with Mars retrograde, which probably was really intense for you guys, because even when Mars is in retrograde, it's still very intense energy. But you're in retrograde and in a water sign, and you know, water can cool the fire. Also, though, if the fire is hot enough, it can just boil the water. So there may have been some of that like muted, but still very intense energy. Getting in touch with your emotions that may have not been your favorite thing to do. All right, so the second energy here is Knight of Swords. Now that is Mars in Gemini. That is you coupled with your fellow air sign. So I know you're fire, but it's always fire and air sharing axes, and earth and water sharing axes. So so this is you in your ruling planet Mars in an air sign, which means that it's about obviously action, but it's about action from a place, an informed place. So information that you can take action on, information that you're ready to roll with. Okay, so that would be like probably current energies that you're feeling right now. Let's see, because the swords, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the messenger of the gods. All right, so let's keep going here. I feel like you've got a couple of cards here that want to come out. Okay, so the second energy, or excuse me, the third energy to be aware of for this month is, here we go. There's is the page of Wands. Okay, again, pages are messengers also, just like Mercury's a messenger. So I feel like there's a lot of new information. Now pages are not going to be something unheard of. It's going to be new information on a subject that you're already familiar with, just as you're taking action. Okay, Wands, action oriented, right? Career based, creativity based, what you're going to do, what you're going to make in the world, right? It's also very passionate energy. You are also being cautioned here to protect your energy, right? This is the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is about not just giving your energy to everybody else. Like, this is for you. And it even can be, especially with a lot of the messenger cards, or a lot of, information communication based cards that are in this reading, the two swords there. I would have to say that I'm feeling a strong energy around you not necessarily sharing what your moves are going to be with everybody. It's kind of like let the momentum build inside of you I think that as you're just having it as an internal intention, or you're quietly going about the action that you're taking, I think that you're going to be gaining more information that's definitely not quite available yet. And you may lose a little bit of the power that is held within your action, or is driving your action, if you talk about it too much, maybe even with the wrong people, but too much talking about it, because I feel like you don't have all of the pieces quite yet. You may definitely be inspired. You may definitely know a lot about where you're going, but there's more to come. There's definitely more to come. Now we have the Two of Cups here that also wanted to come out and share some insight with you. Two of Cups is an energy of togetherness. Now this can be you being heightened with inspiration from, you aligning with your higher self. This can be you meeting somebody or coming together with somebody who helps you make it to the next level. Okay. There's an uplifting moment or energy emphasis. That's the word I'm looking for. There's an uplifting emphasis on the Two of Cups. When two forces come together, they create something stronger together, or make it to the next phase together. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. So this is definitely about external masculine movement energy. And this is where all of your thoughts, the consciousness of life force energy is moving through and creating through you. Okay. Definitely optimistic. It's about curiosity. It's about good health, vitality. So the sun is really shining bright on you, Aries, right now. And I bet that you're starting to feel that, because the sun is actually in Pisces in your 12th house. So the subconscious is being informed, right? With I think shedding light on some things that had been maybe dormant or subconscious. Or like that narrative, that plan, that internal plan has been ignited. Super strong in your reading. The internal plan has been ignited. Okay. What I'm going to do is go ahead and use the traditional Rider-Waite Smith deck and get some clarifiers so we can go a little bit deeper with your read here, Aries. Okay. Okay, Spirit, tell us about that Five of Swords energy that you're coming from. The World card. Okay. All right. Makes sense. Definitely plays well with the Five of Swords. I'll go into that in just a moment here once I get the second card and the Star. All right. So what these two are saying about the where you're coming from, the energy that had been leading up to where you are now, was this episode. You definitely had I will separate myself from those that are not supporting my path. I'm not interested in necessarily hearing what other people that I've surrounded myself with have to say, their opinion about what I'm about to do. I know my truth. We have the World card where you don't need to lean. It's the end of any relationship that may impact, and it may not be the end of the relationship. It's an end of a dynamic that had been within a relationship that had been influencing your decision. Okay. Now this can be people that you work with. It be people that are your loved ones that are close to you, family members, friends. It can be people that don't see your vision the same way that you do. You're not, you're ending the dynamic of listening to that narrative, that information from them, that narrative. Okay. And the second card here is the Star card, which, definitely speaks to you being aligned with your higher self, because the Star is you being the healed version of yourself and aligned to source energy. You're having that higher intelligence move through you. Same with the sun here. The higher intelligence is now moving through higher consciousness, and is what is bringing that. It literally is information from the gods for you. That's exactly what's happening. And that with this Mercury card here. Yeah, Mars and Mercury. Working together. It's an unstoppable force. All right, so let's go ahead and get some more information on the Knight of Swords for you. Going a little bit deeper there. Okay, yeah. So Page of Cups. This is about your subconscious. This is about dreams. This is about like fantasy. It's being informed by that subconscious, by that part of you that's like imagination. All right. The imagination that's kind of ready to, you're ready to take hold of it and do something with it. It's as if like you have been thinking and imagining something opening, or you being able to engage something that you wanted to do. And now it's here. It's here now, manifesting in the present time. However, there is, let's go ahead and get the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands clarified here. I did have pop out the Two of Wands, a decision, a strong decision about what, how you're going to expand your life. Okay. So let's go with that Page of Wands. Oh, okay. All right. So where you had been kind of kicking back and not necessarily ready to take the next steps, where you thought that something that had been presenting itself to you may not have been exactly what you wanted, and you're not settling, like that starting to turn around. You're feeling like, I mean, it's still an energy that's present within this. You know, we're thinking about, let me just keep going. Let me keep going and get the message for you here. Hierophant. Oh God. Okay. You're definitely being informed from a spiritual place. This is the energy of tradition and teacher. And there we go. There we go. Okay. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have you being aligned with all of your hopes, wishes, and dreams. You know what's going to satisfy you, and you're aligned with it. So I think that with the Two of Wands and the Four of Cups being reversed, what we're looking at here is that you're, we know that you're not going to settle, but that's not quite exactly what I'm feeling here for you guys. It's not necessarily that you aren't going to settle. It's more, I think that there's an expectation. I think that what I'm feeling here is definitely an expectation for things to unfold in the way that you have imagined it. Okay. So if I'm thinking about the four of cups, and I'm interpreting it as, you know, you being cut off from offers, or something that source believes it will be satisfying to you. And you're not just not motivated to take action on anything that's coming your way. I think that more so what we're seeing here with it reverse is you going like, I have a strong expectation that I will not take action. I will decide how my life is going to unfold, where my next step is going to be when the offer or it's like the offer or the opportunity matches what I have envisioned. When it matches what I've envisioned, then I will step. And here we have the Hierophant, which is that spiritual guide, spiritual leader. And this can be you in a position of being a spiritual leader with a new group of people. You could be starting a group, you could be teaching a class, or you could be now involved with a course or a class, or something that is going to be extremely inspiring, and it matches your, I don't want to use the word religion, because when we have the Hierophant, it definitely can be associated with religion, but what we're looking at here is what matches your spiritual path. And we have the moon. So I think that what may be even what may be kind of being under review or under revision here, where I said you've got to protect your energy and you will have to make sure that you've got all of the information. I think that the information that that will kind of solidify everything when it comes in is something that matches or reveals to you this It'll be connected with your spirituality. Okay. So you're going to be connecting with a group, either you're leading the group or you're learning something from somebody else that is going to kind of reveal to you more about what you believe spirituality means to you. Okay. So again, you could be teaching other people this, but I think that there's also a part in here that's going to surprise you by the end of the month. I think that more about your spirituality will be revealed to you. And it's going to play a big part in what you actually manifest. All right. There's going to be like a twist or a turn that's going to surprise you. And it's going to come from a spiritual leader or you leading others spiritually. Okay. Let's see one final card for you here, Taurus. Yeah. Taurus. I apologize. Aries. Yeah, so we had the nine of wands, which is like you have definitely been on a journey. And this is this moon card here. There's a pathway there, and you headed towards greater wisdom, these pillars of wisdom here, so that you can expand your pond, expand your playing field, if you will. And this is like, yeah, it's going to reveal itself, the thing that it's going to all make sense by the end of the month of like exactly what direction you take, and you will be greatly informed when it matches this whatever spirituality. That's the word that keeps coming to me, spirituality, something. And with that Hierophant, I just keep getting some sort of spiritual guide, spiritual leader, spiritual, either you are or you meet one, something along those lines. And it's going to surprise you. I think that your path is going to turn when you meet this person, when you engage with this group, and you will, the way forward will reveal itself for your expansion in something that's going to surprise you. It's going to be a surprise twist by the end of the month. Okay. Surprise twist by the end of the month. You may already be feeling some of that. I know I am. I know I've already had two major surprises this month of March that I did not see coming, but absolutely is something that my higher self has been holding as a potential for me, that I'm now able to see a way forward. And I had forgotten about this stuff, but your higher self never ever forgets what will bring you happiness, what your path to your success will, what that looks like. And while potentials exist, we don't always have access to them. I think that there's a pathway about to move forward or about to unfold for you, and you can see it. You can already see that you're going to be going in this direction. It's not completely out of left field, but the twist will be as you engage with that spiritual aspect of it this month. Okay. So I would love to hear from you guys, and hear about like, what new life are you experiencing? What new path is opening up for you? What is the surprise? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. So I love every one of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Go ahead and make sure that you like the reading, that you subscribe, that you hit notification bell, because there are changes to come. And so here on this channel, and you will want to be informed when that takes place. So I love you all. Take care. Enjoy your month of March. It's going to be pretty good for you. Okay. It'll be a pretty good month. It'll be an interesting month for you. The word interesting, you will be interested. Okay. All right. Take care now. I'll see you next time, Aries.